Mr. Baldy and Mr. Hairy. Once upon a time, in a little village, lived two men who were as different as night and day when it came to their hair. One was Mr. Baldy, a man with a head as smooth as a polished stone. The other was Mr. Harry Harrington, known as Mr. Hairy, who had an abundance of hair that seemed to grow faster than he could manage. Both men were good friends and well liked in the village, but they each had a secret wish. Mr. Baldy longed to experience what it was like to have a full head of hair, while Mr. Hairy wished he could have less hair. One bright morning, Mr. Baldy and Mr. Hairy set off on their respective quests. Mr. Baldy went to the toupee centre, a place that sells hair pieces. Mr. Hairy, on the other hand, headed to the shaver shop to find a barber who could cut his hair. However, they did not read reviews about the places they went to and chose the first one they could find. At the toupee centre, Mr. Baldy was greeted by a stylist. "I want a lot of hair," said Mr. Baldy. At the same time, Mr. Hairy said at the barber shop, "I want to have as little hair as possible." After these words, the work on their new hairstyles began. After spending an hour in the toupee shop and the barber shop, they decided to meet each other to see their new looks. When they met, they looked at each other and laughed. Mr. Baldy had a massive toupee on his head that resembled a bush. Mr. Hairy, in contrast, had a perfectly shaved head. "I think we swapped hairstyles," said each of them. So, it seemed like now Mr. Hairy had become Mr. Baldy and Mr. Baldy had become Mr. Hairy. Mr. Hairy added, "I am happy with my usual hairstyle, I think." "Me too," said Mr. Baldy. After that day, they lived happily and accepted their natural looks, never wanting to change them again.